Désolée pour ceux qui étaient déjà là ce matin, donc peut-être il y aura quelques slides que vous allez revoir. Bienvenue à tous. Welcome, Ilham, and welcome everyone. Thank you for accepting me and letting me join you at this very special Solvay meeting. And I'm going to tell you why this is extremely important. My presentation here and speech is shorter than obviously this morning. But I'm going to share you, one of our, why I'm here, why I was so much passionate and excited after my first 100 days in the company. So, next slide, please. First of all, I feel extremely privileged. I feel privileged to join a company where I would describe it that it's not only about the periodic table, the Mendeleev periodic table. Our periodic table as Solvay is about 24,500 human elements, without whom we cannot win. And that's what makes me very excited to be at Solvay. Our people are located in 61 countries, more than 100 nationalities. Diversity is in the room at Solvay. Diversity of nationalities, background, gender diversity. 125 industrial sites, and as you can see in the slide, last year the engagement score reached 76% with a record participation of 87%. The engagement score is very important in any company. It tells you if your people, they wake up in the morning and they love going to work for that company. We are above the industry standards. These engagements, I've witnessed it every day. Since I joined the company, during my first 100 days, I traveled in 17 sites around the world, 4 continents, and I could witness it firsthand. Our people are passionate, they are smart, they are talented, they love science, and they are proud of working for Solvay. You've seen it, 83%. And frankly, as a new leader like me, this is a fabulous foundation to start upon, to transform, to continue accelerating the value creation. Solvay Cares, you may have heard about that. I'm sure that the Solvay family heard about it. We institutionalize the Solvay universal benefit packages, regardless of the location, regardless of your country of origin. We provide full income protection during parental leave. We also provide 14 weeks of guaranteed maternity leave or 1 week parental. Whether you are a parent in Brussels, whether you are a parent in Shanghai, whether you are parents in Houston. This is the beauty of being part of Solvay. Also at Solvay, and this is one of the reasons why I joined the company, we care equally about people and the planet. As you may remember, we signed a 3-year deal with Ilham Kadri, you know her, this famous lady, famous sailor, and we trained 100 Solvay employees on the principle of the circular economy. What does it mean? Is it a buzzword today? What Solvay is doing about that? It's about giving our products a second chance, a second life, a second usage. Think about it. You don't throw your t-shirt or your suit into the dustbin when you use it the first time. Why we don't do it with our products? We call it circular economy. Imagine that we recycle the waste. Therefore, it's not a waste anymore. This is what Solvay is doing. You know this fabulous picture. Before, and the real anecdote actually, back in August when I was making my decision about joining the company, I read the book, the big one, and the 600 pages. That was really long for my, vacation with the family. And my husband was saying, you're not going to read all of this? I said, of course. And obviously, Ernest was all over the pages. And I want to talk to him today. It's my first shareholder meeting. I want to tell him, Ernest, we are fulfilling your vision. We do. The love of science leading to progress for humanity, for mankind. This is what he told us 150 years ago. And you know, when I spoke about Solvay, when I was thinking about Solvay before signing, you know, my contract, these are the words which come to each one's mind. My friends, my former colleagues, the investors, some analyst friends. I said, what do you think about Solvay? Of course, heritage. First word, innovation. Caring. I heard this inside the company. Caring. We do care about our people, about the planet, about our customers. Family, right? Not only the shareholders, the family of reference, but family inside Solvay. We do feel we are part of a family. Sustainability. We are even bringing the circular economy now. We are saying it's not only about being green, because there is a lot of greenwashing, it's about circular economy. Use our products and again and again. How many cycles we can do that? And boldness, probably including my nomination, right? Is this inspiring? Yes, it is. And since Ernest's times, we have spent 150 years connecting with the world through science and technology. Our archives are not just a book. There is this business heritage, business book of 150 years, and putting always innovation at the heart of the group culture. And we shall not only continue doing so, we will accelerate doing this. And that's one of the reasons why I joined this company. I want to show to you some of our labs around the world. I visited all of them. Be it in Iwa. Iwa is in Korea, where we innovate to enhance batteries performance. You know that the world is going through to electrification and we need more EV batteries, electrical batteries. Solvay does it. We have a separator in the battery between the anode and the cathodes. That's us. It's called PVDF. We use it for water desalination and water reuse, and we use it for batteries, believe it or not, the same product. We have liquids. The chemistry in a battery is also from Solvay. So we can circle the battery. Or in Alpharetta in Georgia, where our researchers do innovate in composites for aerospace. We produce composite to allow you to fly safely without polluting. Or in Bollate in Italy, our specialty polymers headquarters, where we design new polymers for hemodialysis. They do a lot. Our specialty polymers division is a crown jewel. I really mean it. We doubled the revenues from 1 billion to 2 billion in less than 6 years. A fabulous story. We lead the markets. We are market maker. We replace metal in every single substrate or products you may have in the car, under the hood, or in aerospace, or in oil and gas. And of course here close to our home in Brussels, where we digitalize our processes, our industrial processes. We started with 2 manufacturing assets, Tavaux and Spinetta, and this year we're going to move to 20-30 sites to digitalize them and bring them to the Industry 4.0. So there is a commonality here. Why we do have so many assets or research centers around the world? It's because of one good reason. It's around one model. The proximity to our customers and the market is so key. The batteries players are Samsung and LGs, and they are in Korea. We need to be in Korea. This makes us an active listener to understand the market needs and obviously the customer future unmet needs. We need to anticipate what our customer will want tomorrow. And of course it helps us to engage locally while remaining a global company. So ladies and gentlemen, today we are 7 billion people on Earth. There will be 2 billion more people by 2030. Those people, they need cars, they need homes, and they want electrical cars, by the way, right? First China is coming to Europe. These people do need jobs. They need to travel for leisure, for work, with their colleagues, with their families, safely to new destinations. And they want want all of this to happen without having any impact, negative one, on the planet, not at the expense of the planet. You see it, the great, I would say, movement on the streets. And my little one, he's 13, he asked me one day the question, he said, oh, you joined a sustainable company. How much of your products are sustainable? I said, 50%, I believe. He said, man, you need to bring it to 100%. Those are the young investors here, the youngest in the family. They want 100%. And that's what, again, made me join these companies, because we believe that sustainability is good for the planet, for the people, and for the profit. At Solvay, 50% of our sales are in growing markets driven by sustainability trends. That means two things: next generation mobility and resources efficiency. You know, our advanced materials segment includes high-performance polymers and composites technologies, which are used primarily in sustainable mobility application, be it a car, be it an aircraft, but also for electronics, smart devices. We are everywhere in your smart devices and electronics. But also hemodialysis, and I explained, in healthcare applications. One of our largest customers is Fresenius, the largest in the world in hemodialysis. Our advanced formulation provide customized specialty formulations that influence surface chemistry and liquid behavior to optimize not only the efficiency but the appearance, the yield, the impacts, minimize the environmental impacts. We serve markets like mining. We are by far the #1 in copper mining in the world. Oil and gas, agriculture, home and personal care for shampoo. Our performance chemicals, and this is our historical business, has activities serving the food industry, the consumer goods. Most of the FMCG companies around the world are our #1 customers. We act in industrial and construction markets. Now you may wonder how we win. We win through innovation and collaboration. And we will do more of this. We have built a strong ecosystem internally. You've seen our labs around the world. You've seen our technicians, our scientists, our digital analysts now, material science. We are the only company in the world, by the way, who has chemists. We do have process engineers, like Ernest started, and we have material science with the acquisition of Cytec. Nobody has all these competencies in one company. We also collaborate with external partners, research institutes, academia, startup, customers. For example, we are partnering with the École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne, and they are helping us to increase the understanding of our key chemicals reactions to optimize the properties, the organic, the non-organic chemistry in our composite material, and we use the atomic scale modeling. It's very heavy, very expensive type of tools and science, so we are partnering with them. Now to assess, like I told to my little one, he's you know, taller than me, but my 13-year-old boy, to assess the quality of our research and investments projects pipeline, we use what we call sustainability, the SPM, the Sustainability Products Model. Last year, 75% of our research and innovation pipeline was aligned with sustainable solution. And this is important for any investor. Our vitality index, or sales ratio of new product launched in the past 5 years, was 18%, which is a very, very good industry benchmark. Having been in the chemical industry for the past 25 years is extremely good, and it shows you how much innovation we are bringing into the market. By the way, this is how we can sustain high EBITDA margin, which is 22%. Let me now give you a few examples of our sustainable solutions. Let's start with Solvay brand. Here we replace metal structures in cars with composites, leading to up to 40% less weight, therefore leading to less emissions. It's shareholder of reference, which in my word brings stability. And I've seen a lot of instability in my life working for public companies all around the world. Your line of sight, when I say your line of sight, is you allowed to have an eye on the telescope when you have an eye on the microscope. Microscope being 2019, telescope being the mid and the longer term. You do have an unwavering commitment to do what is right for the company, for Solvay, and Solvay first, and not only what others will ask just for that quarter. That was precious to me to know. An ability of what are formally defined again, being longer term focused. Your support to the SciTech acquisition, the will to invest in long-term in sustainability and innovation that impacts humanity and stay faithful to Ernest's heritage, making progress for mankind, was also extremely important to me. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you now why I joined Solvay. To be back at Solvay was very important to me. To be back in Belgium, my husband is a Belgian gentleman, my son is Belgian, so it's like a full circle. First, I was a chemistry student, and I learned the soda ash process. We all had it in our chemistry books, like many other millions of students around the world. And it's fascinating to read the history of Solvay with this process breakthrough, which our founder brought it to an industrial scale and made one of the most formidable companies, multinationals in the world. Then, of course, I got to know Solvay, and this is now a very popular anecdote, I cannot make it up, as an internship. In fact, my very, very first job, just 1 month, but it was a job, I hope it was well paid, I don't remember my salary, came from Solvay. I spent 1 month in our historical Tabo site. I was 20. 30 years after, now you know my age, obviously. I am addressing you as the new CEO. And what's an honor? I am truly honored. I'm extremely thrilled and humbled. And you know, I simply joined because I believe. I believe in the talents and the people of Solvay. And since 100 days I'm in the job, they are just fabulous. They do love their company. I believe in our ability to innovate and co-innovate with our customers, is in our ability to disrupt. And disruption is important. I believe simply, like Ernest said, in our ability to make progress for mankind. And my mandate is extremely simple and crisp: unleash the potential of this company. Dear Solvay, dear shareholders, along with the people of Solvay, our heritage, our innovation pipeline at the service of sustainability, humanity, and you are the reason for me joining this group. Thank you for your trust, thank you for your patience, allowing this journey to happen, and we will continue achieving success for you, for our planet's financial success, along with social prosperity for humankind. Thank you very much for listening.